Hey everybody, I've proved that you can use a bottom bouncer to catch walleye. But can I use other techniques to target them effectively? Let's find out on today's episode of Angling Spiders. Welcome back everybody. On today's episode, I am at McGregor Lake. This is a lake I have not been to in a long time, and I'm going to be chasing walleye. Now, I am going to have the bottom bouncers with me. I am going to use them, but I'm also going to be using some other methods today to see if I can catch some walleye, including crankbaits and some jigs. So I'm going to get out there. This is a busy lake. I want to get out and see if I can find the fish. Let's get to it. All right. Just came into this bay here just in front of me that you can see to see if I could find some pike. And just found one. There we go. Ooh, he took that lure. He took it big time. I got the hook out. I'll show you this fish. It's not very big. Doesn't matter, it's a fish. And it breaks my skunk for the day, which is more important. Let's get that off there. There we go. There's the fish. We'll do an underwater release. Not bad. Probably 25 inches. All right. While I get reset here, you guys, and head back into that bay, I'll talk a little bit about my change in strategy. So, I came out here to McGregor today to try to catch some walleye. And for the last 2 hours, that's exactly what I have been doing. I have been trolling bottom bouncers. I have been trolling crankbaits. I have tried some jigs. And I cannot get a walleye. I cannot find any. Actually, that's not true. I marked so many fish on the finder, but I just couldn't catch any. And I've been watching everybody else walleye fishing, and there's been a few people who've caught some, but it isn't hot right at the moment. And so what I decided to do instead was to come into shore where these weed beds are, you can see, and see if I could find some pike. And I came in here about 5 minutes ago. So I was out in the lake doing some trolling with bottom bouncers, and I just came into the shallows here in the last 5 minutes, and I caught that pike within 30 seconds of being in the shallows. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna follow, you can see all these beautiful weed beds. I'm gonna follow a bunch of them, but I'm also gonna go into the bays that are larger, and I'm gonna cast in there. So one of those is just around the corner. I've drifted a little bit now since catching that fish, but one of the ones is just around the corner here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in there and cast along the edge of these weeds and see if I can pick up another pike. Right, so here's the bay. I just came in and I just cast it into the mouth of the bay here, and just like that. So yeah, I originally came for walleye, I will admit it, but when the walleye aren't biting and you know there's pike in a lake, switch it up. And that's what I did. And it's working, and I'm using the catch 'em big, and I'll take it. It sure feels good to get on some fish after not having any. And guess what, you guys? That's a beautiful walleye. I thought I had a pike. Look at that. That's a gorgeous walleye. That is absolutely phenomenal. Oh man. I don't know why the walleye would be in the shallows unless they're up feeding on bait fish, but I really don't care. That's awesome. And I'm in 4 feet of water, you guys. Like, this is not where I would normally walleye fish. Well, maybe a change in tactic is in order. So what I switched to, for those of you interested, is my Catch 'em Big crankbait. This one in a walleye pattern. You can see the rattles in there, and that coloration really looks like a walleye. I also have this in perch, of course, but given the lake and the species in here are primarily pike and walleye, I wanted to mimic that, and so I went with the walleye pattern. And as you saw, it is working on both species. And so I'm just gonna keep doing this for a while. I do have to be careful, get my prop gummed up in all these weeds that you can see here. So I gotta be very careful about that. But otherwise, the tactic is now just stay in here like this. As I'm still in the same spot, same bay right behind me. We got another one. I don't know what it is, but we found a spot here. What is it? It's a pike? Yeah. Oh, it's a big walleye. It's a nice walleye. Look at the size of this walleye. That is a beautiful fish. Look at that. Fish. Gorgeous walleye. All right, you guys, let's let this fish go. And gone. All right, everybody, here's that bay that I've been kind of fishing around here. Pike and 2 walleye now, just out of the mouth of this bay. As you can see, I'm in 6-7 feet of water, not deep at all. And my explanation for this is that these fish are coming up and feeding on bait fish that are in the shallows. And so, not where I would traditionally have expected to find walleye, particularly in midsummer, and not walleye of that size. But it's working. And so I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep in this depth, preferably 6 to 8 feet, and we'll see if we can pick up some more fish. All right, we got another one. And I went all the way up to the top of that bay. Didn't get anything, so I came back to this same bay, you guys. There's obviously a pocket of fish here. And I will take that. I'm not complaining, so I'm just gonna stick it out here until they stop biting. Another gorgeous fish. Just a tank. These are not small walleye, you guys. And that one's gone. Another one. I was just casting into the weeds here. What is it? Little walleye. Oh, that's so cool. And I pulled that out of those weeds, you guys. Like, seriously. Unbelievable. And keep at it. Oh boy, is this working. I was just trolling to get back to my spot there, and we got another one, and I'm pretty sure it's another walleye. I can't believe it. Another small one, but I don't care. And here we go. All over them now. I don't know what this is, but it hit like just a tank. Really, really hard. Right at the mouth of this bay again. I think it's a pike. Man, did it slam that lure. That's a pike. It's a decent sized fish. And there he goes. All right, you guys, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go back to my van. I'm experiencing an issue with my rudder cable, and I know what's going on. I got a loose bolt, and it's causing my rudder cable to malfunction, so I can't steer properly. That's a challenge, obviously, for obvious reasons. And because I can't steer properly, I am not gonna be able to properly fish, so I am going to have to go back. All right, I'm headed back. I had to manually turn the rudder to get it in a position that would help me out, and then I can do just very small micro movements of my rudder handle to steer, but I can't do much more than that. So it's gonna be a bit of a journey back. I gotta get all the way back to those trees way off in the distance there, and I'm gonna have to be very careful because I don't want to do any further damage to my rudder cable. All right, you might be able to see it in the distance, but I'm starting to see cars in the parking lot. I'm just about back. So what I'm gonna do, everybody, is I'm gonna pedal my way into the boat dock. I am going to grab my tools and make sure that I can fix this rudder cable. And that's gonna do it. It was a long pedal back to the boat launch, and I'm pretty tired. I did catch one on the way back. It's too bad I had to leave, but I gotta make sure my boat's functioning, and that's more important. So all in all, 8 fish on this session, which is still a good day in about 3 hours of fishing, and 6 walleye that I didn't expect in the shallow water. So sometimes you can catch summer walleye in shallow water if the conditions are right. And I really gotta say that I love my Catch 'em Big crankbait today as well. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. I wanna say thanks to everybody who continues to watch the channel. Greatly appreciated. Also wanna say thanks to my channel members. And yeah, we'll see what I get up to next, assuming that I can get this kayak fixed. I'm confident that I can. All right, I'm gonna close it out right there, everybody. Thanks. And if you liked the video, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Until next time, good fishing.